Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking it with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
It's Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here back on iHeartRadio. Thank you guys for tapping into the platform. This is another segment of Music Matters. And we got a feature in a dope artist today. He goes by the name of Kxng Harrxs. King, what's going on? How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Blessed to be here. And without God, I'm no me.
Oh, you're starting off with G-O-D already. I see you.
Yes, sir.
That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. One of the questions we wanted to ask you, bro, a lot of times before we dive into the music and the artistry and the projects of what you do, we always love to get a background, just a story, a synopsis of how you got into the music industry. For you, what was that journey like?
Well, growing up around old folks, listening to the Temptations, the Miracles, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, I was really impressed with those type of groups. So I was like, you know what, as I get a little older, let me start writing and listening to those type of musics and see where it'll take me.
Nice. Is the music family, is the family background music too? Does anyone in the relatives, they come from a lot of times this stuff is passed down to us genetically. So has anyone in the industry or the family have a music background too, or a love or passion for the music?
Grandfather started out in the 40s as a musician, as a group, the Sons of Solomon in Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
And then my dad, a couple of years after, was with a group, started writing. Then he did security jobs for Public Enemy, Genuine, Foxy Brown.
Wow.
Those type of people.
Okay.
And then here's me.
Here you. So you get passed down. There you go. Speaking of writing, man, a lot of times for you, I'd like to know about your creative process. The writing is everything right now, especially in the era we in too. Reading and writing your music for you. What kind of creativity and what kind of aspects do you put into writing when you're doing your projects that we're going to tap into a little earlier? But everybody's different. Each artist is different. For your artistry and for you, how important is the writing original music and correlating that? What does that process look like for you?
Mm-hmm. For me, I do reality rap. So whatever I see that's realistic or in the neighborhood, I get straight to the studio and write. Where can I pin this or say this? Those type of things. So anything dealing with a realistic moment or positive or negative realistic moment.
Nice.
I'll get straight to it and I write.
That's what's up. Okay, fantastic, man. And you got a bunch of projects out that we want to plug too. We want to make sure we highlight these plugs. You're currently promoting 5 singles. Did I see that right? You're promoting 5 singles? So you working.
5, yes. I'm working.
You working. Okay. Now tell me what now, first of all, is these 5 singles, are they standalone singles? They have nothing, no affiliation doing no EP, no projects? Are they delivered?
No, the singles, I do have an album out now called Blood Brothers with Jag. He's from West Adams, California. So I don't know if you know Jag or not, but he's an artist out of California. We have a album together.
Oh wow! So how did you and Jag link up? What was that process like? Like, a lot of stuff just don't happen overnight. There's a relationship.
Doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, there's a relationship.
I was freestyling on TikTok for a long time. My old TikTok, which is banned now. I was freestyling challenges, and I guess a month later, after all those challenges, he DMs me a 9-second message telling me that he loves what I do and wants to do an opportunity, and he gave me a song.
Wow, that's fire.
Which didn't come out because of the label that he's on currently. They were having a dispute, so he gave me 7 songs.
Wow.
And was like, why don't you work with these? And then we worked with him. He liked the way I was going, and he told me.
Wow, that's what's up, man. And so you're fully independent right now, correct? You heard me, but you're still independent right now, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got you. Any record labels, anybody in your radar that you would love to kind of do a collaboration with? Sometimes we got some people on our hit list, some people in our radar. Anybody for you, or you just really focusing on you and
Oh,
your
most
craft?
definitely since a kid, Death Row.
Whoa,
Always.
okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
and Snoop owns it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
I like the way it was back then, but without the negative side of Death Row, positive
Mm,
side.
the positive side.
Suge gave a lot of black artists at that time
Hmm. Hmm.
a chance.
Nice, nice. And those singles you're talking
From
about,
Dre to
for,
Tupac,
uh-huh.
all of those people.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So the singles you're talking about, we skipped over that, but I want to bring that back. Is
Mhm.
any one of those singles literally a lead off project to a major to anything else, or they just standalone singles? And when can we anticipate those?
They're out now. All of them are out now,
Hmm.
and there's no standoff to them. They're just regular singles,
Nice, nice, nice.
and they're all on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify,
Hmm.
Deezer, etc., etc.
Okay.
They're all out there.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. As far as directing the videos, creativity, creative arts, a lot of people, they kind of wear two hats, as independent
Mhm.
artists. They're doing multiple things. They're in front of the camera and behind the camera. For you, with these singles that you have out right now, are you in the plans of putting any visuals to them at all, or any music videos?
Um,
Mhm.
one very soon, and
Okay.
that's for what is it? Friday Night Cruise.
Hmm.
That's the one I want to do it to.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
Hmm.
that's gonna be in the that's gonna be in the future.
Okay.
But that's the one I want to do a video to.
Nice, nice. Any one of those out of the five, your favorite track? You got a favorite one?
My favorite track out of the 5, I would say, is Friday Night Cruise.
Nah, now why is
It's
Friday
a
Night
party
Cruise?
song.
Oh, okay. Because you're trying to turn up.
Yeah, it's a turn up.
That
Everybody loves to turn up at some point.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So
Yes, sir.
we're approaching the summer season, right? The hottest season of the year for a lot of artists that
Yes,
get
sir.
out there. They're doing festivals, they're doing concerts, they're doing tours, shows, appearances. For you, are you big on getting in front of your fans and doing some performances? Anything on the calendar for you?
Of course, I would love to do a performance. I was supposed to be in one in 2022, but I caught COVID. It was November 19th. It was record label showcase in
Hmm.
my neighborhood, but
Hmm.
I got sick and I
Mm.
wasn't supposed to open. I was supposed to close,
Hmm.
but I got very sick with COVID and couldn't perform.
Change your plans, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't nothing but a minor delay.
Minor
That's all.
setback.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
But if anybody wants to let me perform, I'm always down to do that.
Nice, nice. Any producers you like to work with, man? As far as your sound, are you
Any
at the
producers?
yeah, any producers that you kind of see in your radar?
Um, I like working with Armani DePaul. We have one out, but he's
Mm,
not rapping. He's just a producer on it. It's
mhm.
called No Better Love. It's a sample track to what group was it? It was back in the 90s too.
I
I
see.
forgot what their names were. I
Mhm.
think it's Starlight. I think that's what their name is. Starlight and Jimmy. And their song is No Other Love.
Mm.
So we switched it and put No Better Love.
Ah, okay.
So we wouldn't get sued.
Yeah, of course.
But that's one. My
Okay.
second favorite producer is Avery. Avery on the beat. He's
Mhm.
worked with a couple superstars as Lil TJ, Soldier Boy, Coil Ray,
Mhm.
Kevin Gates, Schoolie.
Wow. Okay. Big names.
So yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I
Okay.
have a song with him called True Love. That's out. That's
Mhm.
been out since like 2019.
Okay,
It
'cause
was a Valentine's Day song.
that's circulating right now.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. How you feel about the current state of hip hop right now? And just from an independent artist standpoint, do you like what you see? Is it
Oh,
opportunity?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You
Yeah.
know, Kendrick brought it back. You know,
Ah, there
I
you
love
go.
it.
That's a good
I love
point,
to
King.
see it.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
love to see what he did with the music. So I'm like, it's up and running right now. The West Coast is winning.
The West Coast is winning. That's what's up, man. So I see. I read a little sidebar note that there might be some comedy, man. Did I see that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I do comedy
Yeah.
sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a jack of all trades, you
You're a
know?
jack of all trades. Man. Are you big onto, that's another thing, King. We in an era right now too, TikTok, all this stuff. Content is king, right? A lot of content is
Yeah.
king. And for you, a lot of people put out content and they're content creators, influencers.
Yes, sir.
That's a whole nother realm and a dynamic to an artist. So the fans get to see you and your personality as is. Back in the day, that really wasn't possible. First of all, because social media wasn't there. And then now there's a different feeling, there's a different connection that social media brings. Are you big on content creating, influencing, and kind of giving the audience a different, authentic feel and vibe of who the person is behind the music?
Yes, sir. Very big on content creating.
Mm-hmm.
Without the fans, the artists or the comedians or the content creators wouldn't be known. So we have to give our fans a little taste of what we go through in life.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it be comedy, Get Ready With Me, or music, or sports even.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
without the fans, we're nobodies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Any other sidebar, any other projects that you're working on? I know we talked about the music, we talked about the album and the singles. A lot of artists probably, they're entrepreneurs as well, too. They have some projects that
Yes, I am an entrepreneur as well.
Yeah.
No project, but not dealing pertaining to music, but
Okay.
I'm starting up my own landscaping company. No mo worries, not no more is no mo like the lawnmower worries.
Nice, nice. And so you've been working on that, huh?
Yeah.
Jack of all trades,
Working.
as we say.
Yes,
working.
sir. Yes, sir. Working, very much working.
Wow, that's what's up. So what advice would you give your younger self? A lot of times we mature, King, and we grow over in this industry and there's wisdom and there's knowledge and it's the music business, right? The business of the music. I know we're talking about the arts and the creativity, but I want to talk about the business side for you. For you, how has that been that being an independent artist? Because a lot of times we don't have the resources or the relationship or the connections that the majors have, but there's always a way to get that information. So for you, are you big on the business side, making sure that you have your paperwork and relationships right and all that good stuff?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, talk about that.
Yes, sir. I'm very big on keeping receipts on where the music is going or where to sign at. Very big on that. And very big on keeping everything separate.
Separate. Got you. Okay. Not mixing the business with the pleasure and this and with the that and all that. I got you.
Yes, sir.
Good. Last and final question for you, King, before I let you go. There's a lot of times people in the background, who are significant in our lives. They could be parents, it could be our children, it could be our managers, our colleagues, so forth and so on. These people are influential to who we are and what we do. We're in the limelight, me and you in the public eye, but there's some people behind us who are very, very, very influential in our life, and they don't necessarily get the public flowers that they deserve. So at this time, I always like to end the episode with, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to, anybody you want to publicly thank along your journey that's well overdue? It's a great time to plug them as well. Anybody you could think of?
Reek, Joe, Skino. Reek, Joe, Skino, Spaz. It's too many to name. Rebel, Omek. Without them, music wouldn't be possible.
Nice.
I love doing what I do, and I love the group that I have around me. We all make music. We all have fun. It's like a family friendship type thing.
Nice.
And there's more on the way.
There you go. What's the last thing you want to leave to your fans? What you want to tell your fans right now?
Don't ever give up.
Nice.
Fans, if you're doing music as well, do not give up. Somebody is always listening. Shoot. Stardom Magazine might come into your DM and ask you, would you like to do an interview?
There you go.
Take the opportunity. Take the opportunity. Don't ever pass it down.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you, King, for tapping in, man. We thank you for being a guest for our show platform tonight, man. We're definitely going to have you in our loop. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Kxng Harrxs was in the building.
Yes, sir.
His platform.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely, brother. You know it. His platform and show notes and social media information is going to be in this episode. So we're going to have that for you. Don't worry. The YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, all that stuff's going to be there. Make sure you support his projects. Make sure you stream his music as well. Look out for his businesses. Man is an entrepreneur as well. And he's multi-talented.
And I want to give you a shout out.
Okay.
There's one thing that I wanted to say. I wanted to give you a shout out.
Okay, go ahead.
That I don't know if you remember. on my 27th birthday, I don't know if you remember, on my 27th birthday,
Okay.
there was an article from Stardom Magazine written about me, and I
Wow.
couldn't find a way to thank anybody. So thank you guys
Okay.
for blessing me with a birthday gift, which
There
was an article back in 2023 or 2022. So I appreciate it,
Yep. Yep.
and more articles to come in the future.
There we go. It's Stardom Magazine. This episode is Music Matters on the Rise. Kxng Harrxs is in the building. Ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen,
sir.
thank you for once again tuning into us. Same time, same place next week. Be back at Stardom. We thank you. Peace.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.